My name is Emily Warden. I am the program coordinator of foster care. I have been with Closer to Home for 3 years now. When we get a new foster parent, there's a lot that goes into making sure that they're feeling ready and feeling prepared. So a lot of that is going out to their home, making sure that they are knowing what is expected of them, and also walking them through that journey, being with them when they first get their placement, making sure that they feel comfortable, knowing who to reach out to. Typically we go out to their home at least twice a month when they first start, but sometimes it can be more depending on the child and their needs and what's going on in the foster home. So typically the program coordinator is that middleman between families and the case teams and children's services. A lot of the time foster parents might not know how to ask questions, or they don't know what the proper protocol is, or like how to ask, and we're that middleman where we go in and we advocate for the foster parents and the children in the home and really make sure that things are being followed up and that everyone is kind of getting their needs met in a timely fashion. So typically the process is Children's Services will let us know that a child is needing a placement, and then we'll take a look at the child's profile. And from then we'll start to get a little bit of idea of like, ooh, this child might be a really good fit for this family. And it depends on every family. And so one of the good things about Closer to Home is we're able to understand the family and what child would really fit in their home. So we're looking for a number of things. Is the family really active and the child's really active? Or is it this family's really, really great with babies and they're really good at babies? Or is the family really, really good at making great connections with like the natural birth family and working through that? So once we think we have a good fit, we will reach out to the family. We'll kind of tell them about the child and see if they would like to, and ultimately they get to decide who gets placed in their home. And then once they think that they have that they would like that child also to be placed in their home, we go back to Children's Services and we go back with the things that the foster family would need to be successful in the family, and then we go from there. So the goal for whenever a child is placed into care is to be reunified with their family. Firstly, everyone works together to try and make sure that the children can be reunified with their parents and their primary caregivers, whoever that may be. And then if that is not possible, then they look at what other surrounding family is around there, who are their primary supports, and then they look into that, and then it kind of gets broader from there. It looks different, kind of depending. Reunification is always the goal. We certainly help with building on family relationships. It depends when a child comes into care. So sometimes that looks like foster parents just writing in a communication book and writing notes back and forth to the parents. And then sometimes it's more than that. Maybe they're going to visits. Maybe they're doing virtual phone calls or FaceTime. And then sometimes we get really beautiful relationships where foster families end up having birth parents coming into their home, or they go meet them in the community and they have developed really strong relationships. And then that ultimately is a really wonderful thing, because then the child gets the best of both worlds as they can transition hopefully back to home. All kids who come into care are so resilient. I think foster parents don't realize how much of an impact that the kids are gonna have on them. One of the misconceptions is like, oh yeah, you're gonna get too attached. And of course you're gonna get so attached. But it's about how they take that and they celebrate that. And they celebrate the love that they have for that child and the successes that they have, and how they turn that around to make sure that that child is reaching their goals. Of course, it's a professional relationship, but you really get in and you get to know your foster parents really well. You know what's going on in their home, their struggles. You end up supporting them in times when things are really tough, but also you get to celebrate those really great moments in their home when a child is reunified with family, or someone does something really great, maybe reaches a milestone or a goal that they've been working on, and everyone gets to celebrate, and it's a lot deeper than that. The aspects of the foster care program that I absolutely love is the connection. The connection to families and the connection to the kids. It's so great to see everyone working together to try and create a common goal for kids to be reunified with family, or whatever that looks like for the child, but making sure that they're safe and loved and cared for is really great.